So today we're still on allocation of resources. But today is allocation, right? We're still on allocation, right?
Yeah.
Allocation of resources, the title, the topic, I mean.
Yeah. The
No, I mean the title for chapter 7, allocation.
No, it's price system in the microeconomy.
Microeconomy is about allocation.
Yeah.
So today we're going into types of cost, revenue, profit short, and long-run production. So we are introducing production. And when we talk about production, it simply means when I'm talking, you either listen or you ask questions. After those two things, the rest is not my ideal class. Stop writing, please. Pens down. Pen down. Yeah. Yes. Pen down. So we are introducing, I said pen down, right? If you do right, I will make sure you stand up. Yes, because it is against my instruction as the educator. You're supposed to follow the class rule. And I'm in charge, not you. So you don't decide what happens. So we are introducing production. And when we talk about production, it simply means the creation of utility. And when we talk about utility, we're simply talking about the amount of satisfaction that can be derived from the consumption of any commodity. So we are producing. As producers, we're not just producing for ourselves, we're producing to sell. And as soon as, that's why most of the time they say production isn't complete until
So there are also stages of production.
it gets to the final user, to the final user. So there's no production until the product is being used. Because without the usage, we don't know if it is satisfactory or not. So production is created based on satisfaction. And satisfaction won't come from producers, it comes from consumers. Does it make sense here?
Yes.
It doesn't. I'll make it make. There's production, that is introduction. We are creating this product, this is a marker.
Yes.
In as much as I buy this marker, I must derive satisfaction from this marker. So it means those who produce this marker will not leave it in the store. They have to sell it to get the feedback from the market through the customers. So the feedback they get, is it satisfactory or not? So that is why we won't know without it getting to the final user of the product. So that's why we keep saying production is the creation of utility. And when we talk about utility, we're talking about satisfaction, which can be derived because I have used this marker. Is production clear here, please? Is it clear, please? Great. Then, factors of production. We won't talk about producing this marker without the resources available to produce this marker. So what will producers do? Producers will always come forth to use the factors of production. They need land, they need labor, they need capital, they need enterprise. We won't have this marker without the factors of production. I won't be able to teach you right now without the factors of production. So whatever we buy or sell, they are all involved in the factors of production. Do we get factors of production here?
Yeah.
So we won't talk about production until we have the resources available to produce, yes? We won't talk about production until we have what? The resources available needed to produce the marker, the resources needed to consume or to produce. So these are resources that help in production of goods and services. Producers will demand for land, labor, capital, and enterprise to complete the production cycle. It's a cycle, but it won't complete without the FOPs, which are the factors of production. I think the point is clear. Is it clear or not? Any question up to now? Good. So we're going into capital. And when we talk about capital means the wealth we use in producing other wealth, or the equipment, the human-made resources. Human-made resources that helps in production. That is capital. So we use capital to create goods and services. That's what I'm talking about. So considering the use of capital, it can help to determine the Isoquant curve. For the Isoquant curve, it's just about what we need to produce and what we have to produce. How do we produce? The process to which we produce. Are we using capital? Are we using labor? So when we have to understand the extent to which we have to use both capital and labor, we use what? The Isoquant curve. So it's a graph that shows us the combination of goods, of labor and capital that can be used for production, for certain level of production. So look at the graph here. We have the unit of capital, which has to combine with the unit of labor. At each level of output, we are using equipment, we are using labor. At each level, we are using equipment, we are using labor. Sometimes we use more labor, sometimes we use more equipment or capital. So the extent to which we use them in combination is understood to the Isoquant curve. Do we get it or not? So it's the graph that shows a particular level of output, which is the same as combining the input. We have the input. The input is capital, the input is labor. Input has to go through processing to give us what? Output. Do we get it, please?
Yes.
So this is the graphical representation. So look at here, we have the unit of labor, the unit of capital. At this point in time, more labor is used, less capital is used. When you continue to increase it, so at point D, we use more of capital, less of labor. At point A, we use more of labor, less of capital. So we have to combine the different output we have and the combination of the inputs through the Isoquant curve. So it can be drawn like this or this. They are still going to give us the same. Because we only need the graph to understand the unit of labor or the unit of input used for certain unit of production. Any questions about it? Are we sure? Okay.